everyone, and welcome to today's Drama Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. Let's get right into it. So in Puerto Rico, Michael and Felix arrive and they meet with Sabrina's father. And he says he hasn't seen or heard from her either, and they get a name. And if my Spanish is correct, I believe, obviously my English isn't very good, but if my Spanish is correct, I believe it's Sabrina's aunt. And I was right, by the way. So Michael and Felix go to Tia Essencia, I think they said her name was. So it is Sabrina's aunt, and she says she hasn't talked to Sabrina in months either. Oy vey. At Nina and Franco's, Nina is super hungover, and Franco got her a present, and I'm just sitting here going, oh no. Oh no, please don't do this, no. So it's a puppy, a really cute puppy, by the way, and she's a shelter dog, and he makes, one second. So he makes the puppy do this to her. Mama, look at the video. Mama. And I'm like, oh, no. So Nina's not reacting the way he thought she would, but she's reacting the way I thought she would. So not totally devastated. So he says that maybe this is something they could do together and she could have someone to love. And she's like, I was already doing that with you. Like, you were the person I was choosing to love. So she's gonna swing by the engagement party that she's late to. You'll hear about that in a second. So she goes on to say she was willing to overlook this incredible pain she's feeling for him, and he needs, this is my opinion, I think he needs to let her go. Because if he truly loves her, he'll want her to be happy, and for her to be happy, she wants children. And if that's not something he wants to do, then he needs to let her be with someone who wants to have kids. So that's just my 2 cents into it. And she tells him if the puppy isn't gone, they both have to find a new place to live, which I think is a little harsh. But it seems like Kiki is either invited to stay, whether or not Franco's there, or is forgotten about. So, and I'm sitting here like, why not give Kiki the puppy? She could use like a dog to like help her through this. But anyway, in the holding cells, Andre discloses to Paul that he has a prior relationship with Anna, and I'm like, no, you could have worked this, Andre. You could have worked this to your benefit, well, to my benefit. I'm selfish. So he won't disclose to Paul what the relationship was, and Paul tries to get it out of him, and Andre's like, because of the Bill of Rights, you really don't have a right to know that, and I'm just gonna leave now. And I'm like, yes, always pull the Bill of Rights into something. Just do it. It shuts down an argument in like 2 seconds, whether or not you agree with that argument. Anyway, so Hannah sees what Andre is doing as helping her because he's not working on Paul's side of it, which with the way he was talking to Anna, he probably would have. So Anna thinks that that Paul doesn't know what to do with her because she won't bow to his will like maybe other women in his life has. And she feels the situation is too far reaching for him to manage. Like, there's too many moving parts and too many players. And that's why she's really not that worried about him, like, when it comes to how he can affect her. So Scott comes in and tells Anna to shut up, and I'm like, rude. So Mac and Felicia apparently hired him for Anna, and she tells him how the DA is trying to have her declared incompetent so she won't have a bail hearing, and this interests Scott. So she tells him about Andre, and Scott is headed out to handle things, and he doesn't want her talking to anyone. At the PCPD, Griffin isn't allowed to see Anna. It's immediate family only, and I'm like, oh, come on. He's like... He's kind of immediate family. He's like adjacent family. Like, had Duke been alive, he would be immediate family. So, whatever. So Andre asks Jordan if she knew he was there for Anna, and she says no, but there's more to it. There's more to her answer. So Jordan thinks he may want to be in a relationship with Anna, and Jordan feels their relation is Anna-centric. Like, if she's not actually physically in the room, they're talking about her. And Andre's like, he kisses her, and then she kisses him back, and it becomes pretty clear who he wants in his life. At the floating rib, Maxie's a friend threw her a surprise engagement party, and I say it like that because Nathan was in on it to bring her there to the floating room. I already said that. I need my medication. So Lulu tells Maxie that she and Dante are back together, and I'm just like, oh my wildest dreams are coming true. Okay, that one. So Mac and Felicia are there, by the way. And Dylan's there too, and the newly back together couples there, aka Lulu and Dante. So that's not awkward at all. Griffin comes in because it's not like they rented the place out; like it's still free to do business. So Lulu tells Maxie not to push the Claudette thing, and then Maxie goes over and talks to Griffin. And then Griffin sees Nathan and wants to leave, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. If you didn't realize you're watching a soap opera, you heard that sentence and you're like, yes, I am. So, Maxie wants to introduce Griffin to her family, or to everybody, which everyone there's pretty much her family. Anyway, so Nathan has an announcement to make real fast, but it's really like a proposal, like an actual real proposal with like, I don't. I want to say like an actual real proposal with the ring, but the ring isn't what makes it real in my eyes. The ring is there, but like he says like the meaningful stuff about how she's his son, and then like the light comes on, and it's just really touching, and it's what I expected the first time around. So I'm happy, I'm good, I'm set. And of course Maxie says yes because she already kind of did. Well, she did. They're engaged, but now they're like, woo, engaged. Anyway, so Griffin drops his beer because he cannot handle the excitement. No, that's not why. He is bothered. So they keep Griffin in the background while Mac and Nathan are talking, and I think it's very interesting. So Maxie says the Claudette thing isn't over, even though she's like, I know like it doesn't affect us at all, but I still need to know this. And Maxie does the Griffin introductions finally, and she introduces him to her parents, and they're really glad to meet Duke's son. And then they talk about Scott and how he'll get Anna out. And now end scene, woo! So Franco puts the puppy back in the box, and I'm like, why can't you give her to Kiki? I know I already said that, but I feel it needs to be reiterated because I feel like that's what's gonna happen. He's totally gonna give the dog to Kiki. I can feel it in my bones. Nina arrives at the party and is totally not okay, and then she like leaves, and Dylan realizes she left her purse, so he grabs her purse and like follows her out, and then eventually comes back in. Dante asks Lulu to come home for good, and she says yes, and I'm like, I'm too happy. Something really bad is gonna happen. I can feel it. General Hospital's getting too happy. Paul approaches Griffin, and he can't be bothered with him, to be quite honest with you. And then Nathan approaches Griffin, and then I'm like having memories, because I do that sometime. Griffin has a scar, and now some weird connection to Nathan. So what if those two things are connected? So it's not Claudette, it's this like scar. So as Griffin leaves, he closes the door, and there's like what sounds like a gunshot, like what they're doing with Kiki, where like she has these reactions. And it's like, did Nathan shoot him? Is that how they know each other? Maybe he was like undercover, so like he didn't know he was a cop at the time, and like so he just, oh my goodness. See, the possibilities are endless. So Scott approaches Andre, and he wants to talk with him. I'm trying really hard not to cough. Jordan feels that Anna disrespected her in the office by hiding what happened, and Anna says that she's not sure she would do anything differently, and Jordan says she hopes if she had to do this over again, she would be included. And Michael and Felix are leaving Sabrina's Tia's house, and Michael sees a baby toy on the floor, and he asks her what it's doing there. Dun dun dun! Alright, that is it for today's General Hospital recap. It is Friday, woo! So don't forget to vote for Character of the Week, your favorite character, who you think was the best. Really anything that made them stand out for you. And I will see you Monday for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll be back normal time Monday. Okay, have a great weekend. Bye.